You're watching Explore Tulsa.
Tulsa Pop Kids is really, it kind of came about by, we had a number of kind of nerdy guys, I say that very lovingly, that we're all kind of looking at different things in Tulsa. We talked about, how would a convention look in Tulsa, but yet what would it benefit? And we're all very successful business people, and so we said, we don't need to make any money on this, so how do we make this work? And so we said, what would go hand in hand with the convention? And then as we started really looking into it, we started really realizing how big of a literacy need there is in Tulsa. So we said, well, what if we created an organization that helped provide those comic books, graphic novels, to those schools, to those libraries, to bookmobiles, and we take care of the cost on that. And so that was kind of the initial discussion.
The heart of what we want to do is be able to create a fundraiser, because the Comic Con really is an excuse to have a fundraiser, all right? People will say, hey, we want to promote literacy, we want to spark the imagination of a child.
Well, what better way to do it than do an annual Comic Con and hopefully raise some money for it, that can be the annual fundraiser. Every time we do a convention, we want to do something what we call remarkable, something that people are going to remark about. And last year we built a toothless dragon, a 15-foot dragon, big black dragon from the movie How to Train Your Dragon, and kids can get on it and take a picture. And so we said, this year, what are we going to make that's big and fun and bigger than life? And I was sitting down with a guy named Chris Rose, and him and I were talking about it, and I said, I'd love to build a giant Hulkbuster, but if I was going to buy one, it cost a fortune. And so we really started looking at it, and he said, I can do this. Let's do this. And so we started getting together, and he brought some of the pieces of the puzzle that I didn't understand, like about cutting foam and stuff like that. And
I did a number of different things. A lot of it was standing there, and as we were putting the parts and getting them to the joints where they would match, so I did a lot of up and down, trying to get it all into where it was at. So I did a lot of sanding, a lot of the rough work. From the conceptual side of things, I got to say, hey, that was good. I like that idea. But a lot of it was the brilliant idea of what Arthur wanted to do to create an icon for the convention.
Here we are, 1,200 hours later. We got people protecting it. The other Avengers are here making sure that downtown is safe today. What's going to be at the expo is we're going to have all kinds of just great things. This is just one component. He'll be there, Toothless will be there. We have a Fortress of Solitude that we've been building that we're going to have there. We're going to have a lot of different setups there that kids can, the goal is that literally when you walk in there with your phone, that you don't put your phone down.
So we have retro gaming, so people that love Pac-Man and were of that era, of that video game, to the people that are part of Fortnite and Call of Duty, that era. So we've got consoles, we've got retro gaming, so the old arcade systems. We've got a lot of that kind of stuff and some tabletop coming in. So you've got geeks that are all about the different fandoms and the different actors that we've got coming, some of their stuff. We've got gamers, so they're going to be coming, plus just families that are wanting to spend some time enjoying and in processing, making a kid imagine that their world is bigger than what it is.
What we want to do is get people where they're in love with what we do and they want to support us. Even if they don't love cons, what's amazing right here is all these people here. We have so many people that are here that they just want to picture and they want a picture with Hulkbuster. Well, why? Because people love this kind of stuff. A lot of the Comic Cons that are out there, what they do is they will just kind of bring it in, set it up, take the money, and leave. We want to make sure that the money, first of all, is being invested back in the community. But since I got these stars that are coming into town, what can I do with them? So for example, this week, Sean Gunn, who was in the Guardians of the Galaxy and Gilmore Girls, he's going to show up at one drama department somewhere here in Tulsa and just kind of show up the day of and say, hey, I want to introduce myself, I'm Sean Gunn. Let me give you guys some tips that I've learned on different things in the acting world. What better opportunity for us to touch lives and do something like that? That's something no other convention's going to do. Comics and movies, that was where I kind of gelled. But I've been able to, with what we're doing here, take it to a different level where now we're able to connect some of those people with some of those kids. They'll never forget that. When Sean Gunn shows up, those kids will, they may forget all kinds of stuff, but they're, 10 years, 20 years from now, you're gonna say, do you remember that? Oh my gosh, I remember when that guy came in. I didn't know who he was at the time, looked him up, but yeah, I've seen him all kinds of movies. Those are things that we're trying to instill in people. And everyone wants to follow someone on fire. Sometimes it's to watch them burn. Sometimes it's to be inspired. And so as an organization, what we want to do is inspire people and inspire other organizations, say, hey, no matter what it is, you can move towards it.